You're in the mix.
SKM presents Strictly for the Music Podcast. You are now live with the #1 podcast for all upcoming artists worldwide.
It's the real deal.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. This is Strictly for the Music Podcast. I'm your host, SKN. You already know. So today we got a special guest coming in. He's a top-of-the-line rapper that has a real story to tell with a release single out. No feelings. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to Big Fax Tha Truth.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing today?
Hey, bro, appreciate you coming on the podcast. I appreciate you and what you're doing for everybody, man. It's a blessing to have you on this platform, man.
Yeah, what's up, man? I'm proud to be on your platform. I'm proud to, share a little bit of my life with y'all.
That's right, big dog. So let me ask you this, man. How did you start doing music?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, music runs in my bloodstream. So it goes all the way back from my grandma. My grandma was a kind of a famous gospel singer, and my dad was a guitarist for a little band, and he opened up for AC/DC and all that. But where I started music was at the age of 15. I was in a single apartment complex with my mom. My mom was, she was a dope fiend, and I met this cat. He had this program called Cool Let It Pro, and I was sitting there listening to them. They were sitting there vibing. I was like, hey, let me get a copy of that. I like music. And I didn't have no. He's like, you got a computer? I was like, no. He's like, I was like, no. And so it kind of started from there, and then I started meeting folks and intertwining with people, and it took off.
That's dope, big dog. So, man, let me ask you this, man. Describe to the audience, dog, your the way you create your music and the way your projects come upon, big dog.
Well, I use a multiple of studio programs, far as, I started out on Cool Edit, and then I graduated to FL Studio. I started making beats. My projects, they just come naturally to me. Like, I have an ear for somebody's voice. I can be like, well, I need to throw you in it. I need to throw you in Pro Tools. Or no, I need to throw you in BandLab. I can throw you in BandLab, mix you up real good, and make you sound great, but take it down over to Pro Tools and make you sound even greater. That's what a lot of people don't know, is that the people that get on BandLab, I'll take their stuff and mix them up on there real good, go in there and clean it up, put them in Pro Tools. And when I put them in Pro Tools, it just sounds even better. And then I send it back to them, raw copy.
That's dope, big dog. So let me ask you this, man. What was the first project that you worked on?
My very first project was when I was 16 years old. And that was me and my homeboy, Brian. It was called Are You Down With It? I ain't know how to rap. For dumb, but I still got a copy of that album, that project, that single that I made. Everybody made fun of it, but I didn't care. It was my first rap ever. I'm sitting there like, I had presented it to my friend's mama. She was like, I still got that. I talked to her the other day. She's like, I still got that. That one song that you have, Are You Down With It? And then that was my very first project ever.
Hell yeah, big dog. So let me ask you this, man. How'd that make you feel when you got the recording, you got it on the CD, big dog?
It felt great. It gave me more, it gave me motivation. It gave me motivation to do better. It gave me motivation to strive harder. And then, after I strive to make my music go harder, I actually got up with some people out of Chicago that moved down this way, and it just, like I said, it just took off from there. And I got to give a shout out to Haiti and A&B, because Haiti and A&B and Dr. Weathers, if it wasn't for them right now, I wouldn't be talking to you today.
That's right, big dog. Big shout out to Dr. Weathers, Double Tap, and I thank you for linking me up with you, dog. Appreciate that. And
You're welcome.
On this note, big dog, let me ask you this, man. So, in all total of your catalog, how many mixtapes and albums you got released right now that people can go stream and go find?
I have a total of, I'm currently working on a mixtape. I have a total of 6 mixtapes out there, and I have a total of 22 songs out there on YouTube. From my hood to your hood, we got us a single. There's more singles than anything. You can go and find Talk About Me on Spotify. Talk About Me was between me and A&B, where, you know, I had a premonition of people talking about me. Now I got No Feelings. Far as mixes wise, y'all be looking for the Hustle Hard music group to come to y'all, because Hustle Hard is where it's at. If you ain't hustling, you ain't doing nothing.
That's right, big dog. Hell yeah. Big shout out to Hustle Hard Entertainment, man. Hey, dog, let me ask you this, man. All right, so you have a single out right now that you released October 9th on BandLab called No Feelings, big dog. Walk us through that project.
Well, that project, I was very irritated at the point in time. Like, I was sitting in there, I was vibing to some music, and, you know, I had got this phone call that you know, somebody had stole some stuff, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, you know, yeah, all right, cool, you know, it's straight. So I turned the music off. I went in there and I got in the booth, and, you know, I kind of cried, because what that was stolen was valuables. You know, it was value. It was sentimental value. So I'm sitting here thinking, like, you know what? I'm gonna release this out on this track right here. And I came up with No Feelings. And that's basically me telling this person, hey, look, man, watch your back, watch where you at, because where you're at, I got it on lock down here. Vidalia, Georgia, everybody knows Big Fax Tha Truth is the truth in Vidalia, Georgia. I am the man that you come to for music. That No Feelings song was directly pointed at him, like, hey, look, man, don't mess around with me. I have you missing and toe tagged. And I wasn't literally making a direct threat. I was just letting him know, hey, look, bring my shit back. And that No Feelings is just, I put No Feelings as an actual, just a tag, far as I have no feelings for you. I have nothing to do with you no more. And that's where that project came. That project, I ain't even gonna lie, it took me all of 15 minutes to rap that. And what's so crazy is my bae, she sits in there, she supports my backbone. She's got my backbone down to the floor and up. And when she's like, you need to, you know, after you freestyled it, you need to go in there and write it down. See, that's what most freestylers don't think about, you know, out now. Write your stuff down after you freestyle it and send that shit in and copyright it. Go copyright your stuff, bro, because people can come and snatch your stuff so quick, and you be like, oh, Gucci Man just did this. Oh, no, Fugano did that. Then you can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, dog. That's the truth, though, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what I do is when I freestyle my stuff, I always go back in. Write it down, and I put it in the book. I have a total right now. I have a total of 37 songs that I'm fixing to be doing that are nothing but strictly freestyles. And I'm working on, like I said, I'm working on Hustle Hard mixtape. a volume 1. There is gonna be a volume 1, 2, and 3. So if any artists out there that think they didn't want to come, submit me a demo of what you got, and if I like what you got, I'm gonna mess with y'all. I'm gonna show major love, and that's, you ain't even gotta pay me to mix and master your stuff, as long as it's going on Hustle Hard Music Group.
That's fucking dope, big dog. So, man, let me ask you this, dog. What is the history of where you from, man?
My history, man, I come from a small town of Vidalia and Lyons, Georgia. It's Toombs County, bloody Toombs. It's got a higher murder rate than Atlanta does. You don't hear about killings down here, but the murder rate down here is successfully enormous. You find every day there's gunshots going off, and you got people beating down the block. The police will not mess with you. They scared of us down here. The only time they mess with you if there's a drug bust. Far as riding up and down the block, they're not gonna touch you, because if they pull you over, you're liable to show up missing. Like I said, with a toe tag, and nobody will find you. And the murder rate is successfully high down here. But the lines of Vidalia, Georgia, it's a home of the sweet onions. It's a home of the sweet onions. The hottest onion in the world, from what I'm hearing.
That's dope, big dog. Hell yeah. All right, man. Let me ask you this, big dog. So you already talked about your catalog. Let me ask you this. Do you have any upcoming projects that you got that are coming besides the Hustle Hard music group? And on that note, can you plug in all your social media outlets so everybody can find you and go follow you, dog?
Okay. Yes, I do actually got an upcoming song with a big artist. I don't want to release his name because he might get mad, but actually I'm gonna release it anyway. I got a song coming up with Fugano and Gucci Man that I'm fixing to be doing, and I actually got a couple more people like Robin Hood Trey. I'm finna be doing a song with Robin Hood Trey and Gucci Man and Fugano. I'm working on getting my Spotify up. I actually go live on it's either the 8th or the 9th. Be checking for my stuff to be going live on Spotify. You can find me on SoundCloud, Instagram, BandLab, Facebook. You can find me anywhere. You search my name, you put my name in that Google search bar and pull me up. I guarantee it. It's going to be the first. I'm going to pop up the first time. You're not going to have to go and look. You go find me on Google Play, which Google Play's finna shut down. YouTube. I'm on YouTube Music. I'm pretty well on almost every major platform. AudioMap, most definitely AudioMap. You can find me on AudioMap.
All right, big dog. Let me ask you this, man. Let the audience know what AudioMap is.
AudioMap is it's kind of like Spotify. AudioMap, you can get your stuff on there for free and not have to worry about paying this platform to get your music heard. AudioMap is the southern coast Spotify for the northern coast. Basically, Spotify got started up in the Northwest and in the northern parts of the world, and AudioMap got started down here close to New York and Georgia and all that. We just made it bigger, by us individual artists boosting it out there.
All right, big dog, that's dope, man. Thank you for elaborating on that. All right, Omar, let me ask you this, big dog. All right, so you've been doing music since you were 16 years old. Have you ever performed at a concert?
Yes, I have. I've actually did 16 concerts. Far as with singles and other people, with a mixtape. My very first concert that I did, I was fixing to turn 17 years old. They didn't want to let me in the club. So what I had to do is I had to go get my manager, the record company on record company owner to come in and say, hey, look, this is my fucking artist right here. If you can't let my artist in, you know, we got to go. You're going to pay us anyway. So, I mean, this is back when we was fucking with B&Me Click, Lil Johnny, Eastside Boys, and Yin Yang Twins. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about the Yin Yang Twins. So, we was fucking with B&Me Click, and that was when it was called Southern Boys ENT Records. It was Southern Boys Records, Southern Boys ENT, and we was at, you see, boys beating down the block today. Anyways, we was in the club and I was finna get ready to go on. They told me, hey, look, you got 5 minutes to go on, and you can, and the club owner wouldn't even let me in the club. They said the boys underage. Boys underage, man. Just let him perform and then he goes home. We had security make sure he don't drink shit. But it was so hard getting in that club, but we was up in Atlanta, but we was grinding. We was grinding real good. And we was just about there, and Lil Country, he messed our deal up. And Lil Country, I swear to God, Lil Country, and he messed the deal up, but it was kind of a good thing because that made us expand.
Hell yeah, big dog. So let me ask you this, man. Being on stage for the first time, what were you going through? What was the emotion?
The emotion? I was nervous. I was real nervous. I was looking at the crowd like, man, because there was thousands of people there. There was thousands of people there, and I was looking out over the crowd like I had, you know, when the first time Eminem, I know everybody watched 8 Mile, where Eminem got on stage for the first time was kind of like that for me, because I'm a white boy in a group of a crowd of thousands and thousands of people, and I'm looking around. They was like, Travis, you ain't got shit to worry about, man. Go on ahead and just do your song, boy. The song was coming through. They played it. I got in there and I started vibing to it. I was real nervous. You can hear my voice was shaking in the song.
Oh, damn.
I mean, it was actual raw talent that I put out there on that stage. And back then I wasn't called Big Fax Tha Truth. I was called just regular old Mike. Cause, you know, my name is Michael Wren, and but I was using the name Mike, M-I-C. I didn't spell it M-I-K-E. It was M-I-C, and I went by the real M-I-C. Like the Mike stand for Michael, and the I stand for individual composer. It was Michael Individual, the composer, and I didn't never used microphone. I just used straight mic and was like the microphone, so I had an abbreviation for it, the real Michael Individual, the composer, basically. And but we was going hard back then, man. I miss them days. I loved them days, and I think I reminisce on them days with Harold Johnson and Terrence Johnson. I reminisce on them days because, man, we was going. It's just like it was yesterday. I was there. And I was 16, finna turn 17. I'm 32 now.
Hell yeah, big dog. All right, man. Let me ask you this, big dog. If you had enough supporters that wanted to see you perform, but I know during this pandemic, you know what I mean, everything's shut down. But let me ask you this, man. Is there a possibility you would do a performance like a live streaming platform like Instagram Live, YouTube Live, Facebook Live?
I do a live performance. Yeah, I would do a live performance if my fans say we'll do it. I could do a poll question if they want me to perform. Man, I'll perform my live. I'll set up stage and we'll make it a party. I'll perform it live, loud and proudly, along with my talk about me. I mean, I got a whole playlist of music that I could perform for them. I'll even have artists that they don't know want to perform for you and the whole world.
That's dope, big dog. Hell yeah. So let me ask you this, man. Favorite collab?
My favorite collab?
Yeah.
My favorite collab would be with Haiti and A&B. That's my favorite collab because me and him, we put so many hours into the studio, but it's kind of signified. We put so many hours that day into that studio. We sat there for 8 hours, and I just had got off work. I was tired. He's like, Travis. He calls me Travis. Man, I mean, like I said, I've been knowing this cat since he came to Vidalia, Georgia. He's from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Savannah and Chicago. And we put so much time into that song that I passed out. I passed out at the board, and I'm sitting there like, I had a blunt in my hand, because I ain't even gonna lie, man, I'm a smoker. I smoke weed all day long, every day. That's my medicine. I was passed out at the board. I'm like, dog, I can't go no more. Something clicked. I woke up. I said, I got it. I got the hook. Get out the booth. Let me get in there. So he went and sat down at the board. And I was like, they talk about me in these streets. And he's like, I like that. He was like, he put in a thumbs up. And I just went natural flow. I'm a hook master now. So I mean, I could put you a hook on there in less than 10 minutes on any song you want. So I sat down in the booth, and they talked about me in these streets. I flexed on you. I'm gonna eat. And that right there was where it's my favorite collab, man. That is my favorite collab, because and then another thing about that day, I won't never forget it. I had him standing up for 3 hours, and I wasn't even recording, and it was just the music playing. I'd go back, it'd loop back, and he'd be like, how many times you got to record this?
Dope, dog.
I tell you, that was my favorite collab. You know, my next favorite collab is gonna be the one that I do with Dr. Weathers. That's gonna be my next one, because that guy, I extremely say that man's dope. He's got so much dope. He's got a dope flow. He don't have to dub himself to make himself sound good. He don't. Hey, it's just natural.
Hell yeah, big dog. That's fucking lit, bro. All right, so here comes my next question, big dog. If you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Tupac. And the reason why I say Tupac is because he changed the game. He changed it up for everybody. And the reason why that is because he's got that knowledge. He's got that knowledge of whatever God put into him. He's got the knowledge, man, and he helped his community. He helped his community. He told his community, hey, look, this is what's gonna happen, man. This is what's gonna happen. Tupac's my favorite artist. Biggie Smalls is underneath him. But they changed the game. And when they changed the game, it made a whole nother signified area for us unsigned rappers to be able to come in and say, hey, boy, this is what I'm going through. This is what I do for a living, and this is what I'm gonna do. And just like Tupac, he changed the game. I'm gonna change it again just for him.
Hell yeah, that's dope, big dog. All right, man. How are you different from other artists?
Because I actually talk about what I do for a living, and I actually put what I am into my music. Like, I'm a low class individual hood boss. I actually put that in my music. I don't talk about nothing that I don't do in my music. I don't go out and flex on people and say, oh, I'm out here selling dope. If I'm not selling dope, I'm not finna tell you I'm selling dope in my song. If I'm not riding in a Ferrari, I'm not finna tell you I'm riding in a Ferrari in my song. I'm not finna do it. If I tell you I have them bring you to me, and just like this is in my No Feeling song, if I tell them, hey, go get that boy and bring his ass here, and I'm gonna sit your ass down and drink me a cup of tea while I'm sitting here telling you what I'm finna do, and I put that in my song, that's what I'm finna do.
Hell yeah, big dog. All right, man. Who is your music targeted towards?
My music was targeted to one of my ex-friends. But my target is to succeed, general success, and make an empire.
Dope, big dog. Hell yeah. favorite bar you ever spit on a verse?
My favorite bar, I don't have a favorite. I don't. They all great. I mean, but I'll lay one down for you. I could lay one down right now for you. This your boy. This your boy Big Fax. Never disrespect me. If you act hard, I might have to kill a G. That means blood and gore on the floor for everyone to see. Feeling a little bit tipsy. I've been drinking on that Hennessy, flipping keys, pushing birds. He is my worst enemy. If the tech comes out, we've been popping perks low key. That's my favorite line.
Dope. Hell yeah. What are your music guilty pleasures?
Well, what you mean?
What would you be listening to that you wouldn't tell nobody?
Oh, what I be listening to? Well, I be listening to all kinds of stuff, but far as I listen to all music, man. I love hip hop. I'm a hip hop artist. I love R&B. I can spit R&B. I can sing. I like listening to Chris Brown, man. Chris Brown, he's out there, dog. He's in his mindset of where he's at. He does not live the life everybody thinks he lives. But I listen to his music because it makes them girls want to come and get in your bed.
Hell yeah. All right, big dog. What do you do outside of music? Say if you were not doing music, what would you be doing?
Boy, I pull cable for a living. I put fiber internet in the ground, bro. I put telephone fiber in the ground, bro. I plow. That's what I do for a living. I'll get on that machine. I dig you a hole. I'll put lay that cable in that trench, and I cover that shit up with a mini or a backhoe, and I get to it. Boy, I make good money doing it, man. I make $17 an hour just to do it. Work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and half a Thursday. I come home Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Hell yeah. All right, big dog. What are your goals in 2020 leading to 2021?
My goals from 2020 right now is to keep doing what I'm doing, pushing, grinding, and to get into 2021. By August of 2021, everybody in the world will know who Big Fax Tha Truth and the Hustle Hard Music Group is, and A&B Records.
Hell yeah, big dog. All right, man. What is the best advice you've been given?
The best advice I've ever been given is to make sure that I worry about me. Worry about me. Don't worry about other people out here in these streets, man. Because if you worry about other people in these streets, you're never going to be able to focus on yourself. You're never going to be able to do what you want to do. And that came from Harold Johnson, the Harold Johnson Sr. And like I say, a lot of my motivation came from that man. And Multi. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Multi, but he's an R&B singer. That's another guy you need to interview from down this way. He's actually out there. But that was my motivation right there, to strive harder. At the age of 15, he told me, don't worry about what people say about you, what people talk about you, how they feel about you. Man, they just hating. They want to see you do low. Man, when he told me that, when I turned 16, I got me a job at McDonald's. And two to three, I was like, we got paid every week. Man, I was getting like $200 and $300 checks. I went and bought my first car for $500. My first car at the age of 16. Ain't nobody did shit for me. I went and done it myself. And I got my tag, I got my insurance. I had to put the car in my mama's name though. My mama took me to the DMV. I went and got my license. I ain't never stay home. I was out riding the road. I was bumping. I was beating down the block, boy. I go out to the studio because we had the studio in the country at the time, so we didn't really have it in the town. Now it's in town, and I got people coming through trying to get me to do this stuff. But I'm saying, hey, man, before I do y'all for free, I'm finna do people that's over in other states that actually sound decent, because y'all ain't coming in wanting to pay and wanting to put any money in tied to all what we got. So, man, we gonna focus on us, and I'm gonna focus on other people. I'm not worried about y'all. You rolled that up for me, babe? Ooh. But yeah, man, I'm not worried about what nobody else says or anything else. After that day from Harold Johnson motivating me, man, I've looked forward and pushed forward. I've had a couple downfalls, but I picked myself right back up again and strive harder. And then on another note, I got a beautiful daughter, man, Annaleah Grace. She motivates me too.
That's dope, big dog. Hell yeah. All right, man. What would you say to any upcoming artists in Georgia that's trying to do what you're doing?
Man, don't stop. Keep grinding. Hey, anything is possible. Reach for the stars. Don't ever let your guard down. Don't let no other man tell you can't do it. Don't let nothing stop you. Put no path in your way. I don't care if you smoke crack. Don't stop. Keep grinding. Grind to the top. Get where you need to get, and don't let nobody say any different. I don't care if you go up to a record company and put your demo in front of Gucci Mane, Fugano, Lil Wayne, anyone. Don't never stop grinding. Always make your stuff hot. It don't even matter if you sound good. If you don't sound good, look me up on the web. I'll put you in the. I will make you sound great. What's on going on, Chris? Man, I hear that, bro. I got on this radio show this morning. But yeah, man, don't stop. Keep grinding. Grind to the top. And you don't sound good, come find me. I'll make you sound good.
Hell yeah, dope advice, big dog. So, how is your music going to evolve from here?
It's already been evolved. Like I said, my people's music that I mess with, they don't realize it, but they getting heard. They're gonna be getting heard, and I'm gonna be putting them on Spotify, and that's gonna actually going out to some big people, and they just don't know it. They probably finna be signed. So it's just gonna evolve better. Like I told you, I'm trying to create an empire.
Dope, big dog, dope. All right, man. Let me ask you this, man. From a producer's perspective, what makes a track solid?
A track solid is making your vocals full, being full with yourself. If you're I tell my artists, people that I'm producing, man, you think that one line's gonna cut it, dog? Hell no. Get your ass back in that booth. I need four hooks, and I need 3 verses and an ad lib on every single thing you do. If you can't do that, man, get the hell out my studio.
Hell yeah. All right, man. All right, big dog. So you got any special shout outs you want to give?
I want to give a shout out to Young Nina, Chris Willis. I want to give out a shout out to Harold Johnson, Terrence Johnson, Shannon Johnson, the whole Johnson family, Marion Dingle. I want to give a shout out to my baby mama, Shalante Clemens. Without you, we wouldn't have a little girl. I want to give a shout out to my girlfriend, Danielle Black. She pushes me even harder to go harder each and every single day, even though she be aggravating my nerves sometimes. But God himself, because without God, ain't nothing possible.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Big Fax Tha Truth. This is Strictly for the Music podcast, and we're gone.